Hello everybody and welcome back to some All the Mods 7 to the Sky. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episodes, I don't even know, it's been a few days since I've recorded. We got started with some mystical agriculture stuff. We got our unobtainium stuff. Or not our unobtainium, our allthemodium stuff. We done some plastic works. Got all that going. Since then, I have done some work. Matter of fact, I done this basically last night for me. One, we now have most of the resource seeds. We don't have the mob seeds just yet. Still got to work on that. But all of nature seeds, the ore seeds, stuff like that, we now have. I spent a bunch of time doing this, and it's not really that bad. So basically, what I was doing is I had already got this guy set up over here. One, of course, we've got this guy set up with the allthemodium hold where it will just harvest and harvest and harvest and harvest. Now I've got it set up to come over here into a crafter, and it's making up to the insanium. It's not working very fast the way this is set up right now, but I can come over here and just do a little twerk bit, and when I need a bunch and get what I need, and we can go through and do what we need, or well, went through and done what we needed to do, and it took care, and it doesn't take too long to get through all the different tiers of stuff, which means we're about ready to get into some more of the stuff. So, but we've got that taken care of. We're going to have to make a better farm than this, but it's doing what it needs to be doing. Also, problem we had our little tree farm that we had set up right here, which is now turned into a quick grow area for any of the crops that I need. Netherite was one of the things that I was needing. I don't even remember what it was that I knew used to need. I don't. Oh, I upgraded our furnaces. We upgraded these to the obsidian tier, I think it was. Maybe they were diamond, and then I done obsidian, but now they're up to netherite. And to go past that, it's the allthemodium ones, and it's stupid expensive right now, and I'm not worried about that just yet. So, but the hardest part of doing all this, we got all that. That's easy enough. Was getting uranium, not uranium, but the prosperity shards. I went back to a few of our hills in the Twilight Forest to get some, and I've been sifting a ton of sand. This chest head was full of sand. It's now gone. I made this guy, the flux hammer. It's all right. Eventually, we might set this up to where it's always going. I think I'd rather just about go through and do the crops instead of doing this. But it's there should we need it. And then I've also we had tree farm. Tree farm was all right, but it wasn't doing a very good job. So I went back to the old reliable, which is throwing together a create tree farm without having to put together any kind of power usage stuff. Now, the only difference between this, you'll notice it's working a lot faster than what it normally does. I think, let's see, that's the middle right there. I think I can get underneath here. So we have this coming down the mechanical bearing into a fan, and then over top of a magma block, and that doesn't work anymore. We had to go with the full on water wheels to get this to go, so now it is going, it is working, and we have gotten a ton of wood. I gotta fix that. Yeah, we're just producing wood left and right, so that's the thing. All right, so now anyways, with that, what are we going to get into today? Well, I got a few things that I want to do. First things first is we're going to work on getting some power stuff upgraded. Well, let's start from the beginning of this and tell you where I'm planning on going over the next couple of days. One, we want to get into the productive bees. This mod I've not ever messed with. There's a lot of stuff that we can do with it. But it's also one of those time-consuming mods. We've got to wait for bees to pollinate flowers, stuff like that. And then we've got a lot of bees to go through. So we're going to be getting started with the beginnings of this so we can get into at least the vanilla stuff of it. But in order to speed it up in this pack, we do have the acceleration one. And to make that, we need some nether stars. Easy enough. Gas tiers are the hard part of this. No, it's not. I forgot we can get them from 7. So that takes that part. But nether stars. So we're going to be boosting up our power. We're going to be getting some mob farms set up to start collecting and getting stuff what we need to advance in Industrial 4 going. We're going to be getting a wither skeleton spawner set up. We're going to be getting a wither killer set up and all of that. So first things first, power wise, which is what we're going to start on now. We're going to make our next tier of upgrades in this. We're going to make which one is it? Let's go down here. I got some quests I need to complete too. We've made one of the reinforced. We're going to make a bunch of the reinforced to do this. This will take these from 80 RF a tick to it's 120, I think it is, maybe. So there is all of that. I've got to make 9 of those. And then we're going to look into getting into the windmills from mechanism, which means we've got to start mechanism. I don't see the windmills. This guy here, these guys here, wind generators is what they are. These guys. We're going to have to get started at the beginning of mechanism, which is fine. We've got to get a bunch of stuff in mechanism done anyways. So that is kind of where we're going. So, first things first. Let's get our components made up. Let's see here. These guys here. We need electrum and we need signalum for them. Easy enough. We've already made signalum. We can do that in the induction smelter now, which I now have set up right over here. Matter of fact, we made lumium for that. We could probably go ahead and make the resonant ones. Enderium's not that bad. The only problem with getting into this is going to be ender pearls, as I don't have but a few ender pearls. We'll see what we can do. Anyways, let's get to work. Alright, so we are back. These guys are now all upgraded. They're all producing 120 RF a tick. So we are up over right at 1,000 RF a tick. So now on to our next bit of business, which is going to be to make our metallurgic infuser. This is going to get us started into mechanism. It's a dropper, not a furnace. I have one furnace. So we need that. We're going to need some osmium. And we're going to need some iron. And we're also going to need a bit of redstone for this. Get out of my way. And metallurgic infuser, we don't need 7 of them, but I will make 3. We're going to need at least that later on once we get going. Beautiful. Quest complete. That gives us an infused alloy and that. Now we just need a spot to set this up. Do I have any more? I know I have some more flux plugs, but I don't have any more energy conduits. That guy. That's osmium, not steel. Alright, there we go. We got that. And we need a place to set these down somewhere. Alright, so just place them down here. So the next part of this that we're going to need is we're going to need a bunch of redstone. We're going to need some iron, and I'm going to need some more osmium, steel, osmium. Alright, so for the alloys, we are going to need, let's just split this in half. We'll throw that in there, it doesn't matter. Let's throw the osmium in there. That will get us our circuits for these. If we go in here, we are looking to make our wind generators. We're going to need a bunch of infused alloys and a bunch of basic control circuits. This one's going to make the basic control circuits, and this one will make us our alloys. After that, I just got to craft them all together. So let's wait for that to finish up, and I will be back. Alright, I got some of the stuff that I needed, and I have made a few. We've got 6 of them, but we need to complete some quests in order to get a little bit further here. So there is the one for making the wind generator, and why is this one not? We made the infuser. Oh, this one. This guy right here, the starting machine. We need to complete that. We've got a lot of these quests that I need to go through and complete. So there's that, and now we've got the generator taken care of. Alright. I'm still waiting on the rest of these two. This guy is a new one. He doesn't help me at all. Waiting on the rest of these guys to finish up so we can make some more. So get those made and I'll be back. Alright, so we are up here around Y196. These guys up here are producing right at about 60 RF a tick, or FE a tick. I was thinking it was more than that. But all of them together were producing just a little over 700. So we're closing in on 2,000 RF a tick as far as power goes without putting a whole lot of effort into it. This is all renewable stuff. We don't really have to keep up with it. So that is a thing. Now just to get back down. Alright, so our next quest up for business is really just something that we've already taken care of. It just now unlocked, which is the pipe quest. We can do that. That gives us some more energy pipes. And from there, we're ready to move on about our business. We need to do this guy, getting started with thermal expansion. We need to complete that quest. That's that. That doesn't need anything. Awesome. Thermal expansion. We've got a bunch of quests in here that need to be complete. Phytogenic isolator. When I was making the seeds, I needed chorus fruit, and that's what I made. Made this guy to get it, and there we go. And then we've got the other machines that we've made along the way for needing stuff. The induction smelter we needed to make some of the alloys. That bit of business. So that is complete. I've also got some create quests that we need to complete. Polished rose quartz is a thing. A lot of them just didn't have any rewards to it at all, and then some of the stuff that I did we can't do. I've made brass, I've made chutes, I've made a couple things that we can't unlock until we get past it. So there's that. And now for mechanism, we got one for making the energy tablet, and we got one for the alloys that we've done thus far. Beautiful. We're ready to move on. Alright, now that we've got that little bit done, it's time to move on to our next bit of business, which is going to be to get us our first bit of flight. And to do that, we are going to make the Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. We're going to need a lot more coal than that. So in order to do this, we're going to need 4 dark matter. And that just made one. That's going to take a bunch. It's alright, we've got the gold to do it. So there's that. And there's two of them. This should give us enough for this. Oh, it does. Exactly what we needed for that. So there is that. Now we need just to make a iron band, so I need a bucket. And a few pieces of iron. And iron band got. That's the wrong one. Swift Wolf, Rending Gale, boom. We've got that. That is a task complete. As it is tips and tricks. That's part of this one. It wants us to make the antimatter relay. I'm not worried about doing that just yet. So my first question. We can now fly. But we're losing. As soon as that hits 0, we'll probably fall. Yep. So will this just burn coal in my inventory? Yes. Awesome. That's what I wanted. Beautiful. We got that done. Alright, so I was trying to figure out exactly what it is that I wanted to do to finish this off today, and I think we're going to head to the other. So that's a couple of quests complete. That didn't give us anything, and this guy here gives us part of our Allthemodium back. So to use this guy, we need to head to the Nether. And we can just place this down anywhere that'll work. And should be able to just right click on it. Or not. Oh, there it goes, finally. And here we go. Snowing in a desert. Now, I need to set us up a waypoint. So we can find our way back. So this place is full of baddies. It is full of... I do believe we can find Vibranium here. Everything spawns here. We've got Blaze, you can see. One of the things that we are looking for is a piglet. And that is more or less what took place of the diamonds. Or not the diamonds, dragons. I have, if we go in here, we can see, I'm just wasting time flying. We click on that. This guy right here is what it is. I'm getting shot by something. That guy right there is what's getting me. It's Blitz. So, but we do have a ton of mobs. We have... I'm getting shot by something else. Oh, skeletons. Ton of mobs. Looking for a boss. And we can find ores and vibranium here. Let's fly around and see what we can find. Alright, we're back. I don't know how much of that I got and how much of it I didn't get. But we died, which sucks. I got my stuff back, and I come back over here to where our portal is, and am now looking for... Those just look really cool. Looking to see if I can find any vibranium at all. If we can get one piece, I can get a whole lot more. So I'm just kind of poking around. It says that it is found. We go in here. Vibranium ore is found in Nether's Warp's Forest and Crimson Forest, and in the other between Y0 to Y20. So I'm a little high right now. So, but I am poking my head into stuff and trying to find it. So that's what I'm going to do. So, let's keep at it. Alright, I finally found us a piece. And it's just one piece. So, but we've got that. We can now head home and make us our potion. And we can find a lot more. Alright, so we've got everything we now need. First off, let's take these out so we can complete that quest. We need our mundane potions. We are going to need to make the calcinated vibranium powder, which I just made ender powder, and that's not the right stuff. So this guy, we need this ender powder. We need the vibranium powder. This guy in a furnace. And with that, we can make our potion. And with the potion, we can actually make the charm of vibranium sight, which I need 6 blaze powder. And we can go on about our business. So that is now done. And there is our charm of vibranium sight. And now we can put everything away and we can go see if we can find what it is that we need, which is more vibranium. Alright, so now that we're down here in our hole, we can whack that and you can see we've got some stuff some places. Basically, that's what I do. I highlight it right quick and try to find it without having to... We've only got a little bit of time on the potion itself, so without having to make a whole bunch. I just turn it off and on. So there we go. I'm going to spend some time. We're going to get what we need. We need a bunch, at least right now, to upgrade all of our armor and stuff. So I will be back. Alright, so we are back. I spent about 30 minutes or so running through getting what I could. We've got 54, which is not bad. We take this stuff off. We are going to upgrade all of it. And we are going to go ahead and see about making some tools. So, this guy. Piglins, this gives us water breathing. Really, that's it. Protection from damage sources using wither, magic resistance, and immune to nausea, which is nice. And no fall damage. Beautiful. We're all decked out. I need to to do that. So a pickaxe. We need... That's 2 plates, 3 rods, 2 plates, and 1 rod. So 4 plates, and then that's 3, 4 rods. There we go. And that's got us our Vibranium pick and our Vibranium swords. This goes from 57 attack damage to 117 attack damage. So lovely. We can put these guys up. We don't need them right now. We're ready to move on about our business. So we've got some more quests to complete right quick. We've got to get into the seeds. The seeds are way off. We need a bunch of insanium for this, which isn't that bad to do, but we do need magical dirt in order for them to grow. That give us redstone sight, more vibranium, unobtainium. Beautiful. That's all of that. We've got kill some zombies, 5 zombies. We have the brewing master, which this wants us to do the diamond powder, and make all the different diamond sights. I don't know why, because we don't have any that give us a vibranium sight too. So there's that, and then we also have a couple of Botania quests that I forgot to complete down here. One for making our Lexica Botanica, which I made just so I could do this quest, because we needed floral fertilizer in order to make the seeds. So, now, with that, we've got the redstone site. I really don't have any use for right now. Vibranium site we'll put up here with that. And we still got us a handful of vibranium left over. And that's kind of where we are at. That's where we're going to leave it. We'll put our charm in here. We've got our Alvimodium site charm ready to go. We got a flower pouch, even though I already have a flower pouch. That can go up. I do have these rewards that give us a soulbound book, that give us another soulbound book, and that give us another soulbound book, which is lovely. I can get with that. All right, so but with that, we got more power situated. I'm going to get us another bit of flux storage set up, because we're just kind of wasting power. Not really wasting power, we're just not storing any power right now. And we've got all new gear. We're ready to move on about our business. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.